She really ordered the whole menu.
Yeah, I had to. I needed like a little bit of everything.
What?
What would you guys have done in a similar situation if your date decides to order the whole menu?
She's going to be paying for that. It would be one thing if she were ordering what you normally would, maybe like a salad or something like that, or an appetizer, then a dessert, but going too far out of bounds by going in there and acting like you don't have any common sense. I'm definitely going to have to say, hey, it doesn't really make a lot of sense that you ordered all this stuff, and it probably needs to be the case that you pay for it. Don't think I've ever had that situation or that issue come up because I don't choose to spend my time to be around these types of women.
Could you believe that a young lady would not date me because I told her it's not in my budget?
Yes. Yes.
And he actually has a pretty good sum of money, and he's still saying, well, that's not in my budget. Probably because women will see men like him that, oh, man, you got a lot of money. Well, no. Just because I have a lot of money doesn't mean that I'm just going to spend $1,000 on you every single month.
Yes.
But a few months ago, I took this young lady out. We went out to dinner. She texted me. She says, hey, first date was cool, but can we go to this particular restaurant next weekend? So I sent her a text message that says, hey, unfortunately, I can't take you to this particular restaurant because if I do, this will take me over my dating budget for the month. I would be more than happy to budget this in for next month if we are still dating.
Oh gosh, when they say this particular restaurant, you know it's going to be an expensive restaurant. They don't want to see you. They want to see the restaurant. They want to see the food in their stomach. Yeah, it's enough.
I actually believe that because it's common nowadays. This guy responded in a manner that showed that he was well raised.
I mean, even at that, you have to think that some of these women, modern women, follow a trend of things. So if they see somebody on social media doing it, then they're going to want to do it. And then they're going to brag about, oh, it wasn't really all that good. I really enjoyed myself. Whatever they think, they want another person, a man specifically, to fund their experience.
Good woman will not outspend your income.
I disagree.
I
don't
we
think,
can
I
disagree.
think a good woman wouldn't purposefully want to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'll clarify. A good woman would not intentionally outspend your income. A bad woman would. There's such a thing, you know.
It's true. A good partner wouldn't want to make you lose your entire savings on a date.
Like extra shrimp.
The what?
Extra lobster tails, like 2 extra lobster tails. All right, yeah, I need like 4 snow crab clusters. And then can I get like some butter sauce on the side?
Bro, what? Wait, tell me,
All
no, that is, but how much is that though?
That's going to be over $100.
You serious?
That's a lot more than over $100 for the stuff that she's ordering.
You can give her a Caesar salad and another water.
Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me. Because I would get up and leave. Like, don't play with me. I just ordered what I really wanted. You took my some Caesar salad.
Never be afraid to speak up, no matter what. If you are the one paying, you need to let them know there is a budget. Otherwise, you two can split the bill and have a good dinner.
Don't play with me.
What are we doing? What are we doing after this date? Get the salad. Get the salad.
Salad?
It doesn't matter what we're doing after the date. You're not about to spend this type of money. You're not my wife. We're not engaged. It doesn't matter what we're doing after the date.
Thank you, my boy.
No.
One
What?
for you and one for me.
Let me know if you need anything else, bro.
Nah, we go. We don't need anything else, actually.
What do you guys think about the way he handled this? How about a woman takes out a guy?
Can I get the grilled shrimp, lobster, and crab dinner with a side of the stuffed mushrooms and biscuits? Yes. Extra. Okay.
Excuse me. Yes, it'll be 2 separate checks, please. Thank you.
This is a skit, obviously, but it is a good way on how to act in this, indeed.
I personally wouldn't date somebody at McDonald's because that's not in my way.
And honestly, to go back to that last clip, you better be glad it's a skit. Because if a man were to speak up, a woman, a modern woman, it would have been a lot worse. It would have been a lot worse. the attitude coming from her, whoo, she'd acted a fool in there.
But I would date and my wage are high. I don't work for the wage of McDonald's. So I wouldn't want somebody that
they got it making as much as you, basically.
exactly or more.
I find women that say that they might be making a certain amount, but they're not willing to spend their own money on another. So it really don't matter what bracket you could be in because your money, you're not spending on him regardless. You ain't buying him nothing. Like,
that's not,
you ain't taking him out on no dates. You ain't paying no bills.
It is true. People need to realize that they don't owe each other anything. So if he takes her somewhere, she needs to appreciate it.
You choose to go on a date, I want you to feed me. I don't want to just go for drinks. And I feel like a lot of people will say like a coffee date or like, let's just go for drinks and like see if we vibe and then let's do dinner the next time. I see that as like, no, let's go to dinner. Let me see the way you order. Let's see your mannerism.
I beg your pardon?
What do you need to see the way he orders for? I mean, what are you looking for? Oh, let me get a wine from the 1970s or whatever. Some vintage wine or whatever it is. Oh, an aged fine and foolishness. Just to see the way you talk. Hey, man, can I get a steak and a salad? Can I go to one of those? That's just as good. But you sitting up here making up stuff. That's what you're doing. Making up nonsense just to get out there on a date. Pumping in value where there is none. It's the same thing as somebody changing their job title. Oh, what are you? I'm a senior super corporate analyst. And then you find them back there in the mailroom, putting in mail. What are you doing?
Let's see the vibes. You're going to order 1 dessert or 2 desserts. Let's see how generous you are.
This is a date, not a social experiment.
And I don't know, like I feel like already when you're going on a date, you're taking a risk. So like if you're not willing to like take the risk and feed me and you're only like down to take me for drinks, I find that weird.
Take the risk and feed me. So she knows this is a bad investment, but just take it anyway.
Like I'm not into that.
Get the out of my house.
People are now seeing dates as,
Oh, and by the way, another thing y'all need to stop doing is going on dates and ordering the most expensive thing on the menu like you don't have any home training. Like, really? One of my homeboys told me he took a girl to a ballpark, very beautiful date, got her amazing seats, asked her, babe, do you want something to eat? And what did she order? Not the hot dog, not the popcorn, but the $45 beef brisket sandwich.
this right.
Yep. And we knew what they were going to do. We know what they're going to do. They see it as a hall pass. It's no longer infidelity as a hall pass. That's just, I guess, the big bear prize. Say, for instance, if I go to a Chris Brown concert or a concert where I really love the celebrity, everybody, I understand that. You like the guy. I get it. You know, you grew up on his music, whatever. You get a chance to meet the guy. Oh, my man said I could go over here and do this with him and allow this, to the point of getting on stage and shaking your behind on him, hugged all up on him, letting him wrap his arms all around you and foolishness like that. I'm remembering Machine Gun Kelly, where his husband, one of his fans walked up to him and just fell into his arms. And the husband was recording, and Machine Gun Kelly was like, bro, I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm not trying to, Eddie was trying to like hug her like, hey, great to see y'all. Thanks for being a fan. He was trying to side hug her, but she was trying to get all up in his arms. That's foolishness, man. They take that as a hall pass. Oh, he bought me a ticket. Oh, he knows how I feel. That's not a license to do foolishness like that. Number one. Number two, it's foolishness like, oh, we go to a hotel, a vacation. Oh, I can get the most expensive hotel. You're going to be paying for it anyway. Oh, we go to a restaurant. I can get the most expensive thing on the menu. You're going to pay for it anyway. Oh, shoot, we're going to the store. I can get the most expensive item, most expensive bag, most expensive piece of makeup in the store. You're paying for it anyway. Why not? And if you don't, oh, man, you're not generous. What they mean is you just embarrassed me and my ego took a hit. You just shot my ego down. That's what they mean.
It here is a big red flag.
Like, really? You need the beef brisket sandwich. I go on a date and I'm going to the steakhouse. I always usually get the filet, but one thing I'm not going to do is get like the $500 tomahawk or, use this as an opportunity to try some $600 Wagyu. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not right. Even if you know the person can afford it, just something about it doesn't seem right. What do you think?
Is that all it is? It's just that it's a chain restaurant?
No, it's cheap. That's what I keep telling you.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not a
I
cheap
have a
girl.
rule, right? Where
Roses in her hand, by the way. I don't know if y'all see that. Roses in her hand with her face turned up.
I'm not going to take anyone on
I
the
don't
first.
care about your rule. Any guy has never had a problem with taking me anywhere I want to go. So why do you have a problem?
You don't want to be like this. This is awful in every way.
I have a problem because you sound very entitled, very stuck up.
I'm not entitled. I just know my worth, and my worth is not Olive Garden. Like, clearly, like, do I?
Girl, shut up. Olive Garden is just fine. There's dozens of women that would love to go to Olive Garden. My mama still love Olive Garden. Loves it. Oh man, I'll take Olive Garden any day of the week. Exactly. Y'all on some other stuff today.
Look like Olive Garden type of girl.
Let me guess. You got standards.
Like everyone should have standards. Like, what is that about? What is Olive Garden
Look,
about?
that's
Like,
not
why would you
standards.
bring me
That's just
here?
being stuck up and like.
But
like,
you see the way that I'm
pretentious.
dressed. You saw the way that I'm dressed, and you brought me here. Like, at this point,
There's too much arguing going on. Walk your little behind back over there, get in the car, drive on back to the house. Hey, I appreciate you coming on this ride with me. I'm going to let you off right here and go on about your way. You can go on back to Olive. As a matter of fact, she want to stay in the car. Let me go ahead and order me a little something. Let me go ahead and get some breadsticks as well. Go ahead and throw some extra breadsticks on the side for my trouble. I'm feeling kind of bad today. She just rejected me. She acting weird about this stuff. I'm feeling kind of bad. Go ahead and give me extra. And give me a little drink to go. Raspberry lemonade. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Go ahead, take her home. Spin the block. Let her smell the food on the way home. That's it.
low-key disrespectful.
There is a big difference between having standards and being materialistic.
You got me these cheap grocery store flowers. Like, you're at this point, you're disrespectful. Yes, you're disrespecting me. Like, why would you bring me here? Like, do I look like I eat Olive Garden? Like, be for real.
I brought you here because it's a restaurant. It's a chain. I mean, look here. If you have a problem with Olive Garden, we could go to IHOP right over there.
IHOP?
Yeah, IHOP right over there.
Like, what?
It's a restaurant. Like,
And it's not even breakfast time. Why would I want to eat
it
breakfast?
doesn't even
right now?
matter. Like, it's a chain restaurant.
It's
yes,
a chain restaurant.
but
Exactly.
it's a restaurant. That's the key point.
It's like
It's a
fast
restaurant.
food.
It's
the
not
exact same
fast
as
food.
Fast food. Yes, it is.
Women.
Look, if I took you to a McDonald's, I'd understand you being pissed off. But like, this is not McDonald's.
This might as well be.
This is like $30 a plate.
This might as well be. It's not $30 a plate. It might as well be.
Okay,
Like,
I don't know what you order, but when I ordered $30 a plate, you can get some nice food here. Okay.
I'm not eating here. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm not eating. I'm not getting out the car, and I'm not eating here. Like, what don't you understand?
Okay.
Your cheap flowers. I don't want them. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't need you.
Yeah.
Cause you brought me here. Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah. No.
Like, what's your problem?
You have a great rest of your day.
Like, you could just leave.
I am leaving.
Bye.
Yeah, man. She just gave you your time back because now you don't have to take her home. What she probably going to do is go in there and eat, talking about it's not good enough. Now she going to go in there and get something off of that, what is that, endless pasta or whatever it is, one of those menus, and eat herself and pay $20 for her entire meal. Go in there and get some water, and she going to take it home. Or she might try to hit up another dude and have him cash app some stuff to her. No, that's weird stuff. That's weird.
Hi.
I wonder who she's going to call. Always.
I want to talk about something that's been really, really annoying me lately. This is going to be Icks About Men, but single mom version. So something that's been getting under my skin is men not understanding what it means to be a single mom. So as a single mom, a single working mom, I have my plate full to the maximum, right? I don't have free time. The time that I do have free, I just want to relax. So one, I get it. I'm single. Yes. Do I want to date? Sure. If I meet the right person, right? But if you invite me out for a dinner, or drinks, especially during the weeknight, come on. You know I have things to do. I'm sure you have things to do the next day. I have a child to take care of. I can't just go out late at night just whenever, right?
What a concept. What a concept. I have things to do. I can't go out whatever time, whenever at night. What a concept. And if a man were to say, I can't just be spending just willy nilly just because you want to go try this restaurant and me to pay $500, I can't do that. Oh, you're broke, and just say that. I can't just go out. I got stuff to do. Oh man, you bummy, you lazy. Oh, okay. But when the shoe is on the other foot, all of a sudden it makes sense, and I got a bone to pick with these men because they wasted my time. That's interesting.
So you have to take that into consideration.
I hope this was a joke, but it looks like she's serious. We also have things to do, jobs, personal lives, and problems too.
So if you're really going to invite me out, one, make it worth my time.
I don't like where this is going.
And what do I mean by make it worth my time? Just don't invite me out to dinner and drinks. Get creative. Invite me out for an activity.
What kind of activity is there at night other than dinner or drinks?
Can I ask you a question? Why don't you just get a drink that you like and y'all just sit in there and talk? I mean, that's what y'all do when y'all go out with your girlfriends. Y'all go out to dinner sometimes, but then sometimes, hey, girlie, let's just get some drinks and just catch up. And y'all sit right there at the table, share an appetizer, and just catch up for a couple hours. All right, it was so great seeing you. Love you. Okay, look, we should do this again more sometime. And then in about a month, here you are again, catching up. 2 months, depending on where you live, catching up. And it's just fine. Y'all split the bill. Total bill is maybe about $25. For rich people, if you wanted to go do something extravagant, hey man, I really wanted to try this new place out. Let's go together. Y'all still go there and still split the bill. Y'all still split the bill. And then y'all come up in a man's face talking about, if you can't get over my friends or meet the standard of my friends, then I don't want you. But your friends they're lower. They're lower than I am because they don't have to pay. They only have to pay for their portion of things. They don't have to pay for an Uber to come get you. They don't have to pay gas to come get you if you don't want an Uber. They don't have to pay for all that. They don't have to drive across town, pick you up, take you on the date, pay for the date, drive you back across town, pick you up, make sure you get back inside. All of that is on you. Here's a restaurant that I want to meet at. Do you want to come? Yes. You meet at the restaurant. Y'all have y'all's whatever it is. Y'all either share, like I said, an appetizer or an entree. Y'all split the check and go on home. That's it. So no, y'all are not the same because I have to pay for all of that. What you talking about right now?
Do something different. Do something that's going to be worth my time and effort. I am taking time out of my evening to meet with you, to go and enjoy your company, to see how things work, if we're compatible. I'm making an effort. So I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date.
Here we go again.
Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you.
Stop it. Get some help.
And another thing, do not just assume that you can invite me and my daughter out. No, I do not introduce my daughter to
I wasn't.
guys.
I'm sure no one had that in mind.
That's a no-no. So there's that. And also, don't just assume that you're going to invite me out for drinks and I'm going to show up. What makes you think that I'm going to put my safety in jeopardy by drinking and driving? So unless you're going to offer to pick me up and drop me off or Uber me there and back, it's a no on the drinks during the week.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now? We get it. Leave us alone.
So moral of the story is, come on guys, if she's a single mom, she already has a lot on her plate, so don't add to her plate. Don't make her life more stressful. Don't make her plan out the date that you want to take her on. That's not going to happen. So all I'm going to say is do better. And to everyone asking me out on freaking dates lately, literally, if the shoe fits, then it fits, okay?
This is why
28. Let's say I wanted to take you out. How much do you expect me to spend on a first date?
Depends where we're going.
What's your expectation, though?
I don't really have any.
So I could hit you up and say, hey, let's go to Burger King and Get slushy?
No. I mean, at least like, nice 5-star type of restaurant. And then depending on how it goes, depending how I like you. And that all kind of goes with me even saying yes for a first actual date.
Yeah, this is out of the question.
So that.
Excuse me? He just said, okay, so what's your standard? Oh, I don't really have a standard. It just depends on where we go. So Burger King then. Obviously not Burger King, but then you skipped all of the restaurants in between to get to the 5-star. Just lying. Just lying. That's why you got to ask questions.
That takes a toll.
Okay. So a 5-star restaurant in Miami, how much is that going to range?
Depends how many drinks you'll be ordering.
Average.
You got to press him because she's just sitting there twirling stuff around in her head. She already knows. Go ahead and tell me.
Anywhere from 300 to 800, maybe.
I'm going to pass on this.
Jumpstart, yeah.
So realistically, you expect a man to spend $800 on a first day?
Yeah.
Has it happened before?
Yeah.
A lot of women will say, yo.
Absolutely not. And then expect, and depending on how it goes, then, we'll see where we go from there. She got a lot of other stuff going on that she don't need to be involved in. I'll just say it like that.
I'm not meeting the right guy. It's always men that are not my type keep approaching me. You know why? Because your value was written on your forehead. It's right here. Your value says 0, ma. It says ran through. It says you can't cook. It says whatever it is that he's looking for, but you don't have it. A girl who says, listen, yo, take me out to dinner. He says, cool, get dressed. And then she's on the phone with a friend later talking about, girl, I can't believe he took me to TGI Fridays.
Always lower your standards, or you'll never find happiness.
When's the last time you ate at Capitol Grill? When's the last time you ate at Del Frisco's? How dare you get mad at this man for taking you to a restaurant that you eat on every Friday for Taco Tuesdays or whatever? You understand what I'm saying?
Taco Tuesdays, when they're having specials, they go to these types of restaurants. And when a man should take them to the restaurant and give them access to darn near the full menu, then all of a sudden he's a bum. You weren't ordering these. You were ordering $3 tacos on Taco Tuesday with half-price margaritas. You weren't paying any full bill at all. You're spending $15 at the most, and then still hoping a man would come up to you at the bar and pay for that and cover that. But now that a man gives you access to appetizer, entree, dessert, and a drink or two, you don't like it and it's not enough for you?
How are you mad at this man talking about he don't know who he dealing with? He don't know my value. No, baby girl, you misinterpret your own value. He knew exactly your value. That's why he took you to TGI Fridays. Because trust and believe another girl, he's taking her to that expensive restaurant because he has already assessed her value from the moment he had a conversation with you. This is why it is important from the original conversation to set your standard. And women don't take those first 5 minutes to assess and say it matters. Oh, I met him. Oh, when I finally go on a date with him, I'm really going to show him who I am.
Sometimes they get mad because men don't take them to places that they have never been to in the first place.
You wouldn't want to be taken to a 5-star restaurant
on the
first date.
Any woman that has an expectation of what she wants from a man, I believe that they are worthy of it. They deserve someone who is not going to take them to the Cheesecake Factory on
Drunk. Just drunk is all it is.
the first date. In my world that I've created, I would rather go on an inexpensive date, places that I actually enjoy eating at. I've been on a date to Portillo's. My thing is, this man is actively dating, and that could be expensive. And I might not want to talk to you after this first date. For me, an inexpensive date for the first date makes more sense just for courtesy of the man.
It makes all sense because a man won't spend a lot of money on a stranger on the first date.
Now it takes away the obligation that I owe you something because you spent $200-300 on the first date with me. It takes away the guilt of me feeling like, damn, I don't want to talk to this man no more. He just took me to this beautiful place. And then it also takes away that atmosphere of beauty
to where you think you like this man, but you know nothing about his personality. You just being awed by the atmosphere.
Have to pay. Sorry, they have to pay at least the first 3 dates. If you can't afford to take me to a nice restaurant, I don't want to go to a nice restaurant. For me, it's not about the nice fancy place. It's about the confidence you have and the excitement and the passion about it. For a man with a plan.
Yeah.
The plan can be anything. As long as you are confident and you can take me there, you're like excited about it. That's all I care about. And that's what women should be looking for.
This sort of list of demands is absolutely a turnoff to all men.
Absolute foolishness. I mean, just once again, like I've said in some of my other videos, word salad. It's just word salad to dress up and make it look like something different. Oh, I'm a senior analyst for a banking company. Not really. Like if the banking company is a piggy bank in your room and you're not an analyst at all, you don't do anything. So you're lying. Just word salad, just misdirection is what these modern women specialize in. Trying to get people to say, well, trying to build, well, I'm this and I'm that and I deserve this and I deserve. No, you don't. And just because you're an average normal person doesn't mean that you don't deserve people to respect you or people to take you out and treat you to lunch. That doesn't mean that you don't deserve that. It's just what you're trying to demand from somebody who doesn't know you. Instead of trying to get to know them, you're checking at the gate to see, are you going to at least come with a $500 investment? Really, at that point in time, it's going to be put down $100. That's for the Uber to and from. Okay. At least put down, let's say $300 on a cheap evening. That's $400 for me to even consider. I haven't even considered yet, because we could be talking and having good conversation and then you don't spend but $150 on the date. I'm going to stay with you in hopes that, okay, I was expecting 300, but you can't always get what you want. That's what you would say on TikTok. And then the next date would be, well, I mean, he still only spent 200. I'm looking for the 300. When does that come? Now you're scrolling up and down Reddit posts. Now you're increasing your listening to Share a 7 and all that other foolishness, trying to figure out, okay, I want to go to the next level. He paid for a $150 date and then he went for 200, but I'm really trying to get him to go up to at least 300. How do I work up to that? That's what y'all are looking for. And once again, y'all haven't even decided if you wanted to be with the man. Y'all haven't even decided if you even like the man. So it's a 300 plus 100. That's a $400 investment on the low end right there. He hadn't even bought flowers yet. On the low end. For you to just yay or nay. No, that's a bad investment.
Guys, look at this comment. This is exactly what I'm talking about is happening. And I'm so thankful that you confirmed this. He's saying when he got into the dating world at 21, he was told not to approach a woman. So if he wants a woman, he's been told not to approach her. So now we've got women who have told men that they're toxic, but now they want to be approached because they changed their minds, or they're not going to be approaching anymore. If you're in your 20s, just forget about it. I mean, the chances of you getting approached in your 20s has shrunk so much. And you've got women who are waiting to get approached. I got to tell you guys, you've got to take it off the table, ladies. Take it off the table that you're going to get approached. Time to approach men. That's just the way it is. And we don't have to like it. We don't have to think it's fair. We don't have to think it's right. It's just the way it is. It's just how we are right now in society.
But why isn't it fair, though? Everything else is fair. It's time for the man to start putting out in this way and doing this and doing that. But when it comes to a woman stepping up her game, then it's not fair. Oh, I don't like it. Why not? If a man has to change and he has to evolve, why don't you?
The younger generation, I'm sorry, the younger generation, they don't know how to socialize. They don't. I have these young girls who we're friendly with, beautiful, smart. They went out one night. They told me where they went. They went here for dinner. They went there for drink. Not one guy came over to them. Not one. Anywhere. How is that possible? That would never happen when I was growing up.
Women out there, they're sending a clear PSA, which is, you know what? Instead of them vying for your gaze, the single women, they're focusing on themselves. They are tired of the apps. They're tired of the casual hookups. They are tired of the dating scene. I heard one woman say the dating pool is contaminated. It's got poop in it.
You can say that dating pool has whatever it has in it, but until modern women start taking accountability for their part in this mess and stop trying to heap it all on men, you're going to stay single and you're going to like it. Period. You're not going to be approached. Fix your attitude and see how it goes. How about start there first?
What does it mean when I cannot be productive if my boyfriend is here? If he's gone, oh my gosh, I got a hair mask in. I'm doing laundry. I'm washing the sheets. I'm cleaning up. I'm vacuuming. I'm doing everything on my to-do list. I'm doing my taxes for next year. But if he's here, I'm lazy. I'm a slob. I can't do anything. But as soon as he leaves, my brain's like, oh, perfect. Time to do everything you need to do. Like, what is that?
Yeah, man, these comments don't surprise me, but it just continues to show the loser mentality that some of these people have, some of these modern women have. One of them says, same, and why? I was considering a divorce because my life was on pause. What was your life doing on pause? You should be working. I mean, you expect a man to do all. Imagine if a man was sitting in there, supposed to be painting, and he wait till you leave to paint. You wouldn't like that very much. You would want to be sitting, watching over him, making sure that he got it right. So whether he feels like he needs to be alone or not, he needs to get in there and paint like you ask him to. So I don't really understand what you're talking about, life being on pause. There's another woman that said there's a term in Polish my mom always says, but basically it means a woman needs to be alone in her own home. I think we all need alone time, right? And then Cecilia says, because when he's home, you might get annoyed that he won't help you and just sit on the couch. When he's not there, you don't expect him to help and you don't get annoyed. And somebody's actually agreeing with this foolishness. Oh my gosh, that's so true. So true what? What's true about it? He's not doing anything. She's the one that's being lazy. I'm not doing anything. I'm just a slob. I don't want to do anything. That's her. What did that got to do with him? Another woman says fear of being perceived, maybe. Perceived of what? I can't be productive if I feel like I'm being watched. Like I said earlier, but if that man is being watched, oh, I'm watching you take out the dishes or stack the dishes. You remember I mentioned as a young man that was, or he's not a young man, he's retired, he's 53, DM me. Wife is standing over him. Wife is looking at him. Maybe not standing over, but looking at him. This man is making upwards of $150,000. Looking at him. Put it, oh man, I don't like the way you did dishes. Well, he still got to do it. If you in and out of the home, he still got to do it. Y'all putting these comments on here as if it's the man's fault. If I feel like I'm being, okay, you know what? I get it. You know, you don't feel like you can be the best you can be if somebody's watching you. But it don't matter because when you have kids, they're going to be watching you. You need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you want the man to do whatever you want him to do, he going to have to do it regardless. Right? For me, she says, one of the ladies, it's the interruption of hyperfixation. I can't get anything done with anyone around me. Otherwise, I feel like I can't focus. Again, you need to fix that. Another woman says, as someone who just went through a breakup, the amount of projects I have finished since living on my own is insane. Again, you don't have anybody to focus on. So naturally, you would get it done. It'd be like saying, I can't get anything done around the house because I'm working. Well, yeah, because you're focused on your job. This has nothing to do with a man. We put so much of our energy into revolving our every thought and action around them and their needs. When they're gone, that focus shifts. They are energy vampires. You know what? I'm going to leave it at that. But once again, she said she was sitting on the couch being lazy. How is he an energy vampire? How is it his fault? She wasn't doing anything. How about it just being whenever he's home, I just want to hang out with him. I just want to sit down and chill. And when he's gone, I don't have anything else to do. So I just go do my mask. I do everything that I need to get done before he gets home. It'd be the same thing as you putting down your baby for a nap and then going and getting done whatever you need to do. I'm putting all my time and attention into my baby while I have them here, into my husband, my boyfriend while I have him here, because when that time is up, it's up. I want to spend all my time right here doing whatever we're doing together. And when he's gone, I can go do all of these other things. Now, if it's something pressing that I really need to get done, I'm going to go ahead and do, hey, babe, do you mind if I do X, Y, and Z? Or do you mind helping me with X, Y, and Z? But if I don't have to, if I can spare some moments, then I want to spend that time with him. It's just a loser mentality by some of these modern women. Just losers, man. Just anyway.